Hi, everybody. Anyone here? If not, then I guess I'm just gonna record, and you guys can all see this on the replay. So, welcome. The light's a bit weird today. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna put the light on. It's really gloomy and pouring rain out there. There, that's a little better, although there's glare on that picture behind me now. Sorry about that. I realize that this is maybe not a great time for everybody, so probably no one's gonna be here. I think Wednesday might be a pretty good day because lots of other people do their lives on different days. So I think I might do one a month, but I might try more like one in the afternoon Pacific instead of in the morning, because this might not work for that many people. And I don't want to do it scheduled for evening because there's already so many people that have their lives then that they've already scheduled. So at any rate, April catch up. So there's not a heck of a lot going on. We're kind of locked down here in BC, but only partly. Like, you can't go to restaurants. You have to either get takeout, or if they have a patio, then that's okay. We are still having to go to Alberta. We'll be gone 3 weeks because our son finishes college, so we have to go pick him up. So this is the last time that I'll be doing anything much in his room, which is where I am now. I'll have to move myself out and go back to the dining room table to work, or I have a little stand I can use for my laptop, and I can put it on the bed and I can just do chit chat with it. So that's what I'll probably wind up doing. We'll see. My current projects. Some of you guys have seen the quilts that I've done. I've actually got 5 grad quilts to do. For whatever reason, between family and friends, everybody had a baby in 2003. So the very first one was that Harry Potter quilt that I made for my great niece, my oldest great niece, who is only 2 years younger than my own son, but that's a whole nother story because of how hubby's family is. And then I did that one for my nephew, my sister's boy. That was the Jelly Roll Race, pardon me. It's the black and white one with the green and blue and purple accents. He just got that. I'm doing another one for my friend's daughter right now. I almost have the top finished. I'll get a video out about that when it's actually done. I have to wash the fabric and get going on another one for my friend's daughter, a different friend. And I have to order. Oh, hi, Carlene. Thanks for popping in. And I have to order fabric for another friend's son. Just talking about my quilting projects, and I have kind of a snag because some places don't have the fabric I want and it's sold out or out of stock or whatever. So I'm kind of stuck. So we'll just keep going with what I have to do right now. Don't really have a choice. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm really dry. Allergies are really bad right now. Drippy, dry throat, gross. So, Carlene, while you're there, what exactly are those little metal tag doodads called if I go looking for them on AliExpress? Do they have a name? I'm not sure what they're called. I mean, I guess I could hunt around and find something. No, brads are the things you punch in, right? They're not brads. If anybody watching this video knows afterwards what I'm talking about, you can leave me a comment too. So after that, I guess I'm going to try to get my friend's quilt top done early next week, or even on the weekend maybe. It won't take that long. It's about halfway done. Just have to sew the blocks together. And my neighbor across the street that has one of those fancy long arm machines that does the quilting for me, unless it's something small that I do myself, she has a spot available for me to get that quilted by her late April. So, oh, charms. Oh, is that what they're called? Bulb pins? Thanks, Carlene. That might be what I was talking about. Yeah, stick through the tag hole and you can hang a little something on it if you want to. Maybe that's what I was talking about. Possibly. I've never done them before, so I don't know. I wanted to do a few up that I could use for my scrapbooks and then maybe send around in Happy Meal to people. I'm going to make sure I get the right thing. I mean, I've got some ribbon I can always use and that type of thing too, but bulb pins. Okay, great. Thanks. That's what I'll look up. Sometimes it's like, huh? What's that? But I'm new to stuff, right? Oh, sorry about my eye. It's just dirt one. Like, oh yeah. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the quilt. Yeah. So I'm just gonna keep going, proceeding as best I can. Carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Eventually, they'll all be done. Some people might be getting theirs in the summer and not in June for grad, but it is what it is. Now, as far as the cruise angle, oh, thanks, Carlene. If you could send me a few. Do you want me to email you my address? Or did I give it to you already? I think I've emailed you before, haven't I? Not sure. I have to go look at my Gmail to find out. If not, I'll email you later. It's whatever. It's not a big deal. Did you get a huge package of them on something or AliExpress? Like 200 or... Sometimes the bags of stuff they've got on there are like, wow, I don't need that many. Yeah, I'll email you later. But yeah, thanks very much, Carly. And this kind offer of you. You know, just a few, half dozen or so. I don't need very many. I'm not going to make like loads of tags all of a sudden because I don't do journaling. It's not really my thing because I'm just so used to making my scrapbooks and I just like how they go. I did finish off the 2016 one yesterday, by the way. Yay! I'm only 5 years behind. I'll get there. I have to order more of those plastic page protectors and another album before I get cracking on 2017. Ugh. Okay, thanks, Harleen. I'll check your about. No, I will get that out to you. I can't even look and see. I may have emailed you before or not. I don't know. Got brain, you know. So we'll see. Thanks very much for the offer. That's kind of you. And I don't have any really much to talk about other than the quilty stuff that you guys already kind of know. I think you've maybe seen my videos, Carlene. I don't know what's ongoing and what I'm up to. And I did join that 365 Christmas thing, so I'm doing ornaments here and there and whatnot. I might wind up making a table runner for myself down the road, but I gotta wait till more Christmas fabric comes out. So for anybody else besides me and Carlene, who are having a nice chat right now, if you come by later on and watch the replay, I have kind of cruise news. I'm still waiting to figure out the Eastern Caribbean that my husband and I want to do in February 2023. And there's a few people that want to go, so I'm going to take out group space and figure it out as we go. But I was wanting to do comparisons of itineraries and stuff. And so far, not everybody has their itineraries out. But I just emailed our West Coast guy from Princess, and they're releasing those itineraries next Thursday, the 15th. That's my anniversary. I should know that day. To travel agents, and then the rest of the general public at the end of April. So I'll be able to get my group space, provided they have a good itinerary. So we'll see. I want to compare what the price is and what you get, because there's a really good one I already looked at that Celebrity Reflection is doing at the time we want and everything. So I'm going to do like apples to apples and compare and see what I want to do. So that's so far. Anyway, oh yeah, Carlene, when COVID is all done, if there's a quilt store in your area that you could take a class at, that would help you. That's what I did. Just to get it was like a beginner quilt, like how to do everything, basically, how to cut right and how to, yeah. I did a alternating 4-patch. I have the pattern. It's not hard. It just, like tips and stuff, right? I mean, I did watch a lot of YouTube too, but it's actually helpful to have someone there showing it to you, like in real life, help as well. I'm sorry, I have to blow my nose. It is running and everything, and my eyes are running. Oh, God. I'm allergic to grass. I've been getting allergy shots for a year and a half, and they're sort of helping, but not really. Anyway, my apologies if I have to sniff and blow my nose and everything. And then I also took a second class after that first basic one of, it was like, I don't know what it's called, how to do certain types of squares, like how to make half square triangles. And we did a sampler quilt of a bunch of like different old fashioned kind of blocks. So how to cut strip sets and cut them to make, so. And then in addition to that, I've done the odd class here and there on how to make different styles of table runners and that kind of thing. So please feel free to email me for any tips if you want them, because I make mistakes. So then I know that, oh, well, yeah, don't do that again. Haha. I can give you a help if you need it. Not that I'm a great quilter by any means, but I have run into problems and I went, that was dumb. How am I going to fix that? Oh, well, sometimes I've actually just left it, to be quite honest, because then it's a design feature, not a mistake. I read somewhere or saw it, maybe I saw it on YouTube or Pinterest or something, but back in the day, it's probably a Civil War reference for the Americans, that if you can't see it from 40 yards away from the back of a galloping horse, it's fine. So that's what I go with. And as Jenny Doan says from Missouri Star Quilt Company, finished is better than perfect. That's a good philosophy, because mine never come out exactly perfectly how they were supposed to come out. Like my nephew's alternating jelly roll one, for example, I was actually doing really good, and I got on a roll, and I was just sewing strips, and then I counted, and I realized I had 27 instead of 26 across. So it's a little bit wider than it should have been, which means I had to make my borders a bit bigger, but that's fine. I had loads of fabric, but that's the stuff I kind of do. I was like, oh, this is easy. Oh, crap. Oops. Not that it was a problem. It turned out all right, and I could still make my borders and backing, and yeah, that was fine. Oh, this is so irritating. Sorry, everybody. Everyone looking at this at the replay is going to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Well, nothing. I'm just allergic to grass. Oh, hi, guys. Dan and Joy from Cruise Day Fun, my cruising buddies. Thanks for coming, you guys. Carlene and I just been talking quilts because she's one of the crafty friends that I have on YouTube, and she was wanting to make a quilt, so that was our topic of discussion lately. Oh, that's okay. I know it's not the best time for everybody. I just kind of picked the time. I can't do like live every week. You guys don't do live every week, do you? Cruise Day, Dan and Joy? You do it once in a while, right? I can maybe manage once a month. Maybe. And I know there's loads of people that do their lives on the weekend or Friday morning or Monday night or Tuesday night or whatever. So I thought, well, Wednesday morning, we're like, okay. Yeah, I thought you guys did every Monday night, right? Or Monday afternoon? Well, I guess it's afternoon for me because you're on the East. Yeah, right, Carlene. Yeah. The flowers, well, for yesterday was a nice day and we had pretty good Easter weekend. So it kind of goes like a few days of, oh, it's nice and sunny and everyone gets out and mows their lawn and whatever, like my husband did. And now today it's bucketing rain again. Right, Monday at 7. That's what I thought. So that's 4:00 for me down in Joy. So it's afternoon for me. Because you guys are in North Carolina, right? And Carlene, you're in Nova Scotia, right? Or New Brunswick? I have so many Canadian crafty friends that everyone's scattered everywhere, and it's hard for me to remember where everybody is. Right, North Carolina. That's what I thought. Somebody else travel is in North Carolina too, aren't they? The Gingers? No, they're in Georgia, I think. Can't remember now. Everyone's scattered all over the place. I have a whole bunch of crafty friends in Ontario in various places, and Victoria's in Manitoba. Thelma's in Alberta. I think she's in Medicine Hat. Oh, speaking of Alberta and my son, where we're going in 3 weeks, he just sent us a text yesterday that there's no more in-person indoor dining in Alberta as of today, I believe, or as of yesterday. Anyway, whatever. Not that we really were going to do that when we went there. We weren't going to be dining out because we didn't dine out last time in September because of COVID. We take our little basket that has wipes and spray sanitizer and everything, and we stay at the hotel, which is also clean and like they're fine. We've stayed there a million times. We know that it's safe. But we bring our own stuff anyway. We're probably going to get to see my aunt and uncle. They're going to drive up from Calgary most likely. They both had their shots, so they're okay. My husband and I have been super careful. We hardly ever leave the house because he works from home, and so do I. So that makes it easier. So we'll be able to see them and have dinner, but we're not going out. We'll just go because we have a kitchen in the hotel. Like there's loads of rooms with kitchens in this hotel. It's called the Pomeroy Hotel. You guys can all look at my travel playlist because I have footage of old college and previous road trips in there. So we can just cook whatever we want. So we can go to Walmart or Sobeys or whatever and get chicken. And they have grills. So we can use the grill outside. We'll get, lasagna, put in the oven, that kind of thing, salad, bun, etc. And there is a nice restaurant attached and a bar attached to the hotel, but we can always get room service. Like we can just get them to send it up. That's fine too. So it'll be a little bit of a different trip like usual, but it's the last one because my son is done college. He did his 2-year thing. Oh, there goes my itchy nose again. Sorry. My daughter did her 2 years there. So we have been driving to Alberta since the summer of 2016. Off and on. Yes, cruise day fun. I'm pretty sure I have footage from the hotel, or maybe like the back of it or the front of it, like something. It's called the Pomeroy Hotel in Olds, Alberta, and it's right on the college grounds. If you go around the back side of the hotel or go out the back door, you're looking at the land science building on the college grounds. And I probably have footage, because I can't remember off the top of my head right now what I filmed and what I haven't. In the summer, it would have been Labor Day. Yeah, because all the flowers would have been out. In the middle of the college, there's all these gardens. It's a popular place to get married, actually, because there's a gazebo and stuff. But they have really nice gardens. So I probably have footage of that. I think I stood out front. Yeah. Yeah, and I think I stood out front of my son's townhouse dorm last September and just sort of did I only had my phone. I didn't have my camera, so it's kind of crazy, but this is my son's dorm, right? His sister stayed there too, but I wasn't filming too much back then because that was 2016, 2017. I didn't really start doing videos until 2 years ago. For all you guys that are watching this later on the replay, you're going to get a disjointed conversation, but can't be helped. As of right now, I think, or maybe it's next week. Back in September, I had a little bit of footage of Kicking Horse Canyon, which is just east of Golden, BC on Highway 1. And for 5 weeks, right about now, till sometime mid-May-ish, Highway 1 is going to be closed east of Golden because they're going to be blasting to try and widen that piece of highway, which is going to be interesting because if you see the video, the highway does this. And on one side, there's cliff, and then there's the highway, and the other side, there's drop-off to the railroad tracks and the Kicking Horse River way down below. So that's probably why it's closed for 5 weeks, because they're going to have to blast a heck of a lot of mountain out of the way if they're going to straighten that up and not have it. Yeah. Those of us born and raised in BC do not have any problem with curves like that, but everybody else who's used to flat and straight freaks the heck out and goes 20 kilometers an hour. Oh my God, there's a corner. Let's slam on the brakes. Drives us batty. Just drive. And my dear daughter, who spent 8 months driving in Alberta during her second year of college, is the worst one to complain because I've driven with her, and there's always a line of cars, and we're seeing the line of cars way off in the middle, and there's a car in the front, and there's trucks and everything, and my daughter's like, guaranteed that's Alberta. Yep. As soon as we get to the passing lane, so they always go, well, you guys can't drive in snow. That's we never get it. Curves are always there. Just because you don't drive straight for 20 kilometers doesn't mean you shouldn't know how to drive. But that's one thing about Canada that lots of people don't know. Now, everybody from Alberta is going to be giving me comments. Well, it's true. If you're used to driving straight, that's what you know all the time. We're used to driving through pounding rain. So your windshield wipers better be good. But we don't usually have to worry about snow that often. At least down in our little corner. Rest of the province, yeah, because it's like 90% mountains. So you're going to get snow somewhere. We had 1 day of snow this winter. 1 day. It was December the 21st. That's it. That's a bit unusual. Usually we have a couple more. Depends on the winter, though. I guess we didn't have much winter. So I don't know if that means we'll have a hot summer then, maybe. We haven't really had a smoking hot summer where we have to have the AC on 24/7 and the house shut tight. Usually we can open up at 10 o'clock at night or whatever because there's breeze. But some years it's just, yeah. And some years we also have really poor air quality too, which is kind of part of the problem. That's why we shut the house up. And there was, the warnings out, people with asthma and seniors, and if you have health conditions, don't go outside and all. Yeah. That happens sometimes too. Oh, Fort St. John. Why did I think you were in the east, Carlene? That's stupid of me. Okay. My nephew and his wife, when they first got married in 2008, they lived in Fort St. John. My nephew Joel is a conservation officer. And then after that, they moved to Quesnel. And they lived there for a few years. And now they live by Canham Lake in 100 Mile House, but they're so far east that their address is actually Lone Butte. So if you know any conservation officers that used to live in Fort St. John, you might know him. His name is Joel Klein. He's probably, what is he now? Hang on. He's born in 83, so I'm 36-ish. That goes with my whole conversation before about my husband's family. That's why we have older nieces and nephews, because he's the youngest of 4. And the other 3 are quite a bit older. There was kind of an oopsie there. Which is why my oldest great niece is only 2 years younger than my own son. So my kids are the youngest grandkids of my father-in-law. And my son just turned 20 in February. But his oldest cousin is, well, actually his oldest cousin has a February birthday too, and his oldest cousin just turned 45. And then they're all down from there. And my family is only me and my sister, and she's 4 years younger than me. Oh, okay. Kamloops, right. Yeah, we go through it all the time. This nephew of mine that I was talking about, they all grew up in Summerland. That's where my husband's sister and husband live. They moved to Summerland in 1981, a long time ago, way before mass exodus to the Okanagan that happened later on. We've been to Kamloops the odd time too for sporting events like hockey tournaments and soccer tournaments. I was actually just there. When was it? We stayed in Kamloops. May long weekend 2019, because my husband's soccer team that he coaches was in a tournament. And I went along just for the heck of it. But usually we just bomb on through. Actually, no, I lie. We stop after Highway 1 winds around in the hilly part and goes down below in the flats, and there's lights and stuff, and it becomes not freeway. On one of those, there's a frontage road there. I forget the name of the street. Yeah. Anyway, we stop at Tim Hortons when we leave home. That's the first, because we usually, when our long drive all the way, we leave at 5:00 in the morning. Like pull out of the driveway at 5:00 in the morning. So then Kamloops is about 7:30-ish. And that's breakfast. This time we don't have to leave as far because, well, we leave at probably 7:30, because we're only going to Radium Hot Springs for this coming up trip because we can't go east. So if you go the detour, it takes you south of Golden on Highway 92, 93, 90 something anyway, Kootenai National Park. So south of Golden to Radium Hot Springs. We're going to stay overnight at Radium Hot Springs, and then back up north, and you come back out on Highway 1 between Lake Louise and Banff in Alberta. And then we just carry on eastward. But when we come back, we're coming back the whole way through, because we also gain our hour back of time because we have to switch to mountain time in Golden because it's far enough east. But on the way back, we get our hour back. And we're also going to have a truck full of our son's stuff out of his townhouse dorm. And we don't want to have that sitting around overnight somewhere and have our truck stolen or broken into, or the canopy smashed and all of his stuff stolen. So we're just going to come home. It'll be about, well, usually we can do it, it's about 12 hours. So it'll be more like, well, we'll try to have less stops on the way back for starters. But the trip will probably still be at least 12 and a half hours. But we'll have to leave Olds like about 5 in the morning. If not, maybe 4:30 even. I'll pack almost everything. The Palmyra Hotel is pretty safe. It's also was really quiet last time we were there, and I'm sure it's really quiet. Going to be really quiet again. So we put a few things out there, but most of what we bring with us, we'll just have to carry it down in the morning and stick it in the back of the truck. My husband has the big Nissan Titan pickup. It's diesel, thankfully. So it doesn't cost us a fortune. That was one of the reasons why we bought that truck, because it's diesel. So with a full tank, because we go a little bit, we don't want to drive that boring east of Canmore, I'd fall asleep staring at the road piece of Highway 1. And we don't want to enter Calgary and mess around with traffic. So you can actually get onto Highway 1A back at Canmore, and it goes along the north side of the Bow River past that X-Shot refinery, etc., etc. But we stay on Highway 1 further, and we go past there, and we exit on Morley Road. There's a truck stop, convenience store. There's a Smitty's up above it and whatever at Morley Road. And you cut through the Stoney Indian Band, Native First Nation, whatever you call it. There's big signs. It says Stoney Indian Band. I'm just saying what they have. And you go down through the Bow River, cute little community. and back up again, and then you're on Highway 1A, and it toodles around. There's like farms and stuff. You come past Ghost Lake. It's like a man-made reservoir thing. There's boats and stuff, and there's like cottages there. Like, I guess people from Calgary go there for the weekend or whatever. And then that road pops out at Cochrane, which is Highway 22 that goes north. So my husband figures that if necessary, he can have chuck a full gas tank here and make it all the way to Cochrane. But he can't make it to Olds, because that's another like 65 kilometers. You got to drive north from Cochrane for 45 minutes-ish. And then you get to Tiana Road. And I always forget which highway's which. The north one is either 26 or 22. And then you get to the Tiana Road, and if you turn left, you go to Sundre, and if you turn right, you go to Olds. So whatever one that's not is, the other one is the east-west one. And that's also the main drag of Olds when you get in there. They call it 52nd Street or something, but it's highway whatever. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm yawning away. I should have had another cup of coffee, I guess. So that's kind of what my life is right now. What are you guys up to? Carlene, I know you've been working on your tags and whatever, because we just talked about those little bulb pins. So thanks again for that. Dan and Joy, are you guys going on that cruise in September with Lucy and Bill and a bunch of other people? Yeah, MGM Travels. They're calling it there's initials, BDD Rum Run Cruise or something. I think it's on Carnival. You're not going on that one. Okay, there was a few people going. And I thought they weren't doing this till 2022, but I was watching MGM's live stream last night, and Lucy said it was this September. So I must have been thinking about something else. Okay. Yeah, I know there was, I couldn't remember who all was going and who wasn't. I think Richie and Vanessa are going. Yep. Oh, maybe it is 2022 then. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That makes sense to me, because that's another thing I'm trying to figure out. And Princess hasn't said anything either, because we were supposed to go on the Royal Princess to do a Pacific Coastal last September. Well, obviously not, right? So we have credit, and we want to redo it in 2022. So far, there's no coastals listed. Like, the Princess hasn't put them out yet, because they only just put their Alaska 2022 out mid-March. So, and there's no brochures right now, because most of the offices are closed. You don't actually get a brochure. I get stuff online. I save it as a PDF. So I look through it all, and they still have their round trip Vancouvers only in June and September. They don't do round trip Vancouvers in July and August. They only do the one way. So you either leave from Vancouver and go up to Alaska, or the other way around. And there's also, no, hang on, how many ships there were? I can't remember. I just looked at it a while ago. I can't remember. Sorry, my brain's, I was concentrating on finding what was going to be ending a cruise in Vancouver in mid-September. And it looks like the Majestic Princess, and I'm not sure if she's doing the round trip or the southbound one, but as far as I can tell, she's going to be docked to disembark passengers at Vancouver Cruise Port on September the 10th, 2022. And then nothing exists after that. But ships don't just sit around, do nothing. So I'm hoping that September 10th date means she's going to be going somewhere else to do a cruise. And I'm hoping that cruise is going to be a Pacific coastal. So if that's the case, we are rebooking, and that's what we'll be doing. But again, that's not official because the cruises aren't out yet. That's just my guessing what will happen. We'll see. Yeah, probably. I'm sure it takes a while to get everything. I mean, you're right. Cruise Day fun, guys. Who is this, Dan or Joy? I don't even know who I'm talking to. But not that it matters, but anyway. Everything's so crazy to try to figure it out anyway that like it's logistically and then now with COVID and everything, having to switch around, and we got to change this and we got to change that, and that's why it's even like the Majestic Princess. Oh, hi Dan, thanks. The Majestic Princess is the one they built for doing the cruises in Asia, like China, Singapore, Japan. It was christened by that NBA star. Oh, Joy's at work. Okay, well, thanks for joining me on your lunch then. I'm going to finish this up pretty quick, so then you can go back to it. I won't bug you. Oh, shoot. What's his name? Ming something? Can't remember his name. Oh, hi, Ellie. DP's Wonderful World. Thanks for coming by. I got to stop this pretty quick, though, because I got a bunch of other stuff I got to do, and I've been on for 40 minutes. Oh, shoot. I wish I could remember that guy's name. It's in my princess brochure, and it's in the other room. Yeah, this NBA star from a few years back from China. He's like 7 feet tall. Him and his wife, when the Majestic Princess was floated out and they did the Swing the Champagne, they did it. And recently she's been doing like the cruise leaves from Singapore or Tokyo or whatever, Shanghai, so those ones. But for whatever reason, she's doing Alaska in 2022. She is royal class. That might be part of it. Relatively new. 2016, 2015, maybe? Not sure. Again, I'd have to look at my brochure because it says the inaugural cruise date on it. Yeah, that's it. Yao Ming. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Dan. My brain is like, yeah, Yao Ming and his wife, Chris and the Majestic Princess. So somewhere in the bottom by the piazza, they'll have pictures of it and them and the top of the champagne bottle. Because last year, 2019, when we were on the Royal Princess, Duchess Kate did it. So there's a picture of it and her dress that she wore and the crack of the champagne bottle and a bunch of other stuff that they saved from the occasion. And it's behind a glass case down on deck 5 and just off the piazza. And I think which kid, she was pregnant at the time. I forget which kid. Might have been George, actually. Hold on a second. Maybe my book is right here. Hang on. Oh, yes, it is. I lied. I'm gonna have to rearrange all my stuff out of my son's room coming up too. Okay, hold on. You're right. Yao Ming. See, I should have just looked that up. Thanks, Dan. Hold on one second. Let me look through my book. This is an old princess book, but I'm keeping it for reference purposes because it doesn't even have the Enchanted Princess in it yet. Okay, here we go. The Royal Princess Inaugural Cruise, June 16th, 2013. Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge. Christened by. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Here you go, Dan. Former NBA All-Star Yao Ming and his wife, Ye Li. Inaugural Cruise, March 31st, 2017. So Majestic Princess is newer. So maybe that's why. Yeah, I think that would be really neat. But they usually do them handy to where they've been either floated out or where they're going to do the cruise from, right? Because I think Duchess Kate christened the Royal Princess in Southampton, because that was the Inaugural cruise, was one of those British Isle deals. But like, yeah, the steel, when they just float the hull out, there's another whole ceremony for that, right? Because I've seen video of it, and it looks like it's just like mostly the shipyard people, and somebody does a ceremony and a champagne thing, but it's not a celebrity person. It's like somebody from the cruise line that does that one. You know, like the CEO, like Jan Swartz or somebody from Princess, or Frank Del Rio from Carnival, or yeah, when they do the first steal, right? Oh yeah. Oh, there's another one there. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought it was only when they floated out the hull. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, when they start laying down keel, right? That's a ceremony too. Yeah, I guess that would signify, right? I've only seen videos. I don't know who. I can't remember the guy's name, the channel name, but I'm being bothered by Ferris right now, in case you're wondering. Meyerwerft in northern Germany, Bremen. No, they go up the Elbe River, don't they? Starts with E. Anyway, something. Recently I saw the Odyssey of the Seas come out of there. Okay, here, I'm going to lift this up so you guys can see the puppy. Ferris, stop it. There's Ferris. Ferris, say hi to people. No, my mom. Okay. Yeah. What? What do you want? Huh? You're very needy right now. Yeah, that's right. I thought that more was going on, right, Dan? Oh, and yeah, thanks, Ellie. I'm sorry, I'm blabbering on. I'm not paying attention. So far, morning's pretty good. It's only 20 after 10. I got to do laundry and other stuff coming up too. Yeah, so everybody, Ferris the puppy, next week on the 15th, he will be 7 months old. And my daughter, once a week, tries to take him to the vet clinic where she works, because he likes to go and play around with the other dogs, because the other staff members bring their dogs too. So there's always dogs around, and he gets to play at lunch. And she threw him on the scale yesterday, and he weighs 68 pounds. Yeah, Babu. Yeah, I know. And he's very lovable. He tries to sit in my lap. The big guy, the old guy, that is actually my icon picture here on YouTube, is Maximus. He will be 9 in July. He's 106 pounds. And he's not fat. That's just dog. But these guys get pretty big. They're not like St. Bernards or Newfoundlands that go close to, 150, 180, 200. They're, but they're still pretty big dogs. But they're very chill. That's why we got them, because they don't require 5 miles a day walks and shit like that. Like, oh, pardon me. Probably not supposed to say that on YouTube. Usually you get the clean version of me when I do my videos, but if you know me in real life, I'm not quite like that. Sometimes stuff comes out of my mouth. Anyway, he's bugging. And we're nearly at 48 minutes. So I think I'm going to say goodbye. So thank you, Carlene, for popping in at the beginning so we could chat. And thank you, Dan, for coming by on your lunch. I do appreciate it. I'll let you get back to work. And thanks for about the love of my dogs. I know they're pretty damn cute, aren't they? Anyway, and thank you, Allie. Thanks for coming by. So if I do one of these in May, I might shoot for like 1 p.m. for me. So that'd be later on for you guys, but I'll try and see what happens. Anyway, I got to figure this out. So thanks, guys, for coming by. Do appreciate it. And if anybody else is watching 48 minutes of me yapping later on the replay, thanks for hanging in there. Bye, everybody. Take care.